Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Layton Brothers Mystery Room. Thanks for tuning in. We are speaking with our number one suspect, who seems to be more than willing to cooperate and might be telling the truth. So we don't really know what's going on here. We don't know how Mr. Dredd got poisoned properly. So let's see. Let's continue. So, how old are you then?
I'm 22.
Oh, so they're the same age?
You're joking! I'm 22!
Talk about 1 in a million! No, there's a lot of people out there that are aged 22.
Oh, amazing! And that's important because...
So, what's the score of you and Inspector Whitey? You going out? Why is everybody asking us this? That's not at all what our relationship is. Not even close. We don't know anything about this guy, and he's not letting us in his life about the very dangerous side of him. I don't know. It doesn't at all seem romantic to me, so y'all gotta stop this. Boyfriend?
Not likely!
Oh, sorry. He's not a bad looker, eh? But that white gown's a bit of a disaster. No, I know what he's on about half the time. To be honest, I think he might be a bit funny in the head.
Oh, I can't deny the code's a bit. Well, but the prof can see to the heart of any case, just like that. There's not many fellows can match that.
Oh, I get it. You fancy him, but he isn't into you, is it?
Oh, give over! It's no such thing!
Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. I'm high of depression. I'll try and talk you up, alright? Dispression! Sorry, I'm the height of dispression. My eyes are struggling to read the screen right now. To be honest, I agree with you. I think an older man's better at the end of the day. More mature in that.
I keep telling you, there's none between us!
Sounds like you two are having fun.
Fun is not the word, Prof!
Well, anyway, some new information has come to light. The song request fax was sent from inside the studio itself.
Ooh! No! How's that possible?
One of our chaps was sent to check it out straight away. And he found the tea lady's body there. Tea lady's body? Wait, oh, okay, that's not what I was expecting. Wait a minute, oh, okay.
Hey?
What's this? Something happened, has it?
We're talking about the same tea lady that went missing, the one who brought the tea.
Yes.
So, we've got 2 unsolved murders on our hands now then.
Whoa, we got a second body, everybody, my God. Actually, no. So body, but not like dead body, but just the body, you know? Tricky language there.
Huh? Hey?
According to the officer in the scene, there is evidence that the tea lady was indeed Dredd's killer. Huh?
What kind of evidence? Come on, Prof, spill the beans!
Firstly, they found the song request fax sheet that was sent to Mr. Dredd next to her body. Somebody probably just set it up like that. Handwriting analysis has already confirmed it was the tea lady who wrote it. What? Wait a minute, what's going on here? And on top of that, they found the poison with her too. The same poison used to kill Mr. Dredd. So is it like, if I can't have him, I'm gonna kill everybody and then myself, like that kind of thing? I don't know. So, what are you saying then exactly? As I explained, the tea lady was the one who brought the tea that the victim drank. In other words, the tea lady was Dwight Dredd's killer.
But if she were the killer, how come she's wound up dead now?
You know what this is, don't you? It was suicide. At the end of the day, she's done herself in, hasn't she? It turns out the tea lady was a huge fan of DJ DD. DD, ew. The theory is that they must have had some kind of argument that sparked all this off. So it's like, I love you, and if I can't have you, then I'll kill you and myself, that kind of thing.
Well, she killed him because she liked him that much.
Yeah, I bet that's it. It's a proper case of hero worship, eh?
Aye.
Well, anyway, the case is closed. Oh, so I can go home now, can I? Terrific! Yes, you're free to go. Thank you for your cooperation. Oh, wait, what's happening? No! All right then, well, see ya, darling.
No, there's something niggling me.
What, can't get enough of me, eh? I do have that effect on people.
No, niggling me about the case.
Wait, what?
Thank you, Miss Hollerday. You really can go now.
You are the weakest link. What? Ta-ta, goodbye! See ya! The way they type how she talks, she really sounds like the person I'm trying to summon. It's, I briefly mentioned, oh no, I didn't briefly mention it. I went, on about it at length in my playthrough of Tokyo Chronos, but it's a long series, so I don't blame you if you haven't gone through that. It's a fascinating series. Anyways, I'm not gonna dive into, I'm gonna do a super abridged version. There is a condition called dissociative identity disorder out there, and it's super fascinating. And there's been a lot of people who have the condition coming to light on YouTube, trying to give it like a better image, because it's been like they've had a bad reputation of like, oh my god, they're crazy and they're making it up and they can be dangerous and stuff. So all these people talking about their personal experiences. I struggled to believe it at first, but over time I watched more videos, I came to understand it. The very first channel I saw that touched upon it is Multiplicity in Me. Check them out. They're really cool. They're very informative. They're very outspoken. So one of the alters is named Ed. So Ed is the person that I think of because Ed has a super strong accent. He says stuff like love and darling, and like he has a very distinct accent, and he does his eye makeup like that all the time. So anyways, I just wanted to talk about that. If anybody else watches those channels, you should talk to me about it, because I have no one to talk to about it. They're really cool and interesting. Anyways, so that's wrapped up then. You can go home early if you like, Lucy.
Prof, there's definitely something not right here. I mean, there's a gaping hole between the evidence at the scene and Miss Hollerday's statement.
Well, nevertheless, the case is now closed.
But...
Actually, there's something I was hoping to get done, so, we'll pick this up again tomorrow, shall we?
All right then, Prof.
What's happening here? They're changing things up again. What's going on here?
No, it's not right. Something's definitely amiss. Well, if the prof's off, I suppose I'll just have to figure this out on my own.
Oh my gosh, are we doing a solo mission? Let's go, Lucy. I'm here to support you all the way, my girl. Oh wait, hi.
Prof?
Lucy, did you forget something?
No, it's just, I can't get this case out of my head. I thought maybe if I had another look at the scene, I might be able to figure something out.
You're just not willing to let it go, hmm?
Anyway, what are you up to, Prof?
Just a bit of investigating, for fun.
For fun? That's where the tea lady lost were bumped off, isn't it?
So he's also not letting the case go. I guess we're thinking alike. Why you gotta be all cheeky about it? Why can't you just be like, you're right, I think something's wrong too. Let's investigate it together. Instead it's gonna be like, oh, case is closed, so bye, let it go. You just can't let it go, can you? Why you gotta be cheeky? Why you gotta be cheeky? I'm gonna pull that nose right off your face, mister. Yes, although I can't reproduce the entire scene now because the case has been closed.
I knew it! I knew you wouldn't be able to let it go either, Prof.
As it happens, I've uncovered some evidence to support Hollerday's statement. He's just too shy. He just can't admit it. He just can't admit it, buddy. Come on. Can't admit when he's got that on the brain, man. All right.
So, what's this evidence you found that backs up Hollerday's statement then, Prof?
Well, Lucy, do you remember what was broadcast? What we were listening to together?
Oh, I think I can remember the gist of it.
The evidence is in the transmission itself. I've managed to borrow a recording of the show. Listen carefully to this now. All right, let's do it. We've got a very special guest in the studio today, people. It's the drop-dead gorgeous Miss Dolly Hollerday. Todd's White, it's terrific to be on the show. Here, I bought you something. They're ever so tasty. Wow, thanks, Dolly! Boop. Okay, so the fax comes in after they just talk about like, hey, she's here, gave me some stuff. It sounds like a fax coming in already. So our first request this morning is from Miss Angel of Death. I'll be the death of you. Sounds like someone wants to turn DJ Dwight Dredd into DJ Dwight Dead. They're just gonna dying on me, Dwight. I'd never live it down. Okay, I'm about to sign off for the last time ever. Allow me to try one of your mouth-watering offerings first. So, eating, swallowing, tasty, and then immediately dying. No, that just sounded like falling. That just sounded like somebody falling out of a chair and landing on hardwood floor, so that's all it sounded like. Boy, what's going on? Okay, so Mike is shouting like, Mike, okay, we're gonna go into ad break. Radio swoon! The Grand Ferret sale is on now. No store has more for less, so get down to Daysbridge. I wonder if this commercial has something to do with it. Well?
Hollerday's laying it on too thick.
Well, maybe, but never mind that. We're not talking about people's acting abilities or lack thereof right now.
It just struck me, that's all.
Okay, but ignoring that, there's a blatant discrepancy between the radio show and the scene of the crime. Can you get it? Huh? Where they're sitting. Where they're sitting? Maybe they're positioning? Yeah, okay. So he was next to the fax machine, but she's on the opposite side, I guess. No. Yeah, no, his chair. Yeah. He's sitting next to the fax machine, so that makes sense. And then she's on the opposite side, and the macaroons are within reach. They are within reach, so... And then Mike shouts from the other end and's like, are you all right? So I don't see anything too out of... So the microphone... He's got tea... Wait, this tea is... Hollerday's tea, but it's on the wrong end, so that's kind of weird. Okay, I'm understanding their positioning a little bit more. Wait, no, it's showing it on that side. Oh, is it showing this from her perspective? That's extremely confusing. That's extremely, okay. No, it's definitely on her side. Okay. So if the fax machine is here, that makes sense. He's sitting next to it, so he can't reach it. What's at odds with the recording? Can I hear it again? Can I see it again? Unless I can't. Statements? He never touched his tea. I guess I can't look at the recording. That's okay. We'll just poke around, and again, there aren't too many consequences for getting it wrong, so that's so confusing. You guys get what I mean? Like, why would they flip the perspective? Like, wait. Okay, I see. Yeah. So I click on that side, and this flips it, so it's her side. Okay. Anyway, so what's wrong? What's at odds? The fact that the macaroons? Maybe how many are missing? No. He's the only one that ate one. What's at odds? The request sheet itself? No, he just pulls it out from the recording, or rather the fax machine, and that's it. Mike? The fact that we can hear Mike? The fact that we can hear him? I don't know. You know, I don't know right now. I see. And where's the discrepancy between that and what we heard on the radio? The noise of the fax, Miss Angela Death, I'll be the death of you, the sound of Dredd collapsing, the annual sale. The sound of Dredd collapsing. Miss Angela Death, the noise of the fax. Okay, so obviously the microphone that I just picked is not correct, so I'm gonna have to pick one. No, I don't have to. Let's go back. Okay, so the sound of a fall. Oh, we didn't hear the sound of the glass breaking. I guess. Okay. The sound of Dredd collapsing? Question mark? Okay. All right.
There were a broken teacup at the scene of the crime, but no sound of a cup breaking on air.
Precisely. You can clearly hear when Dredd collapses from his chair, and yet there's no sound of a cup breaking. All right.
So the teacup didn't break during the show, you mean?
Almost certainly. And it's increasingly clear that Miss Hollerday's statement is true. Dredd never drank the tea. If he had, it's highly likely that he'd have dropped and broken the cup as the poison entered his bloodstream.
So Miss Hollerday's statement is the bona fide truth? Well, in that case, when did he drink the poison and when did the cup break?
If my hypothesis is correct, Dredd was given the poison after the show went off air. Dredd was given the poison after the show went off air. So the sounds of him dying on air, was it like stitched together as like an edited recording, and then they aired it as if it were live to trick everybody or something like that?
Huh? Well, when the broadcast had finished, you mean?
Yes, quite probably.
So even though he collapsed during the show when it were on air, he had the poison after that? You've got me right flummoxed now, Prof.
What's going on? Why did the sound disappear? That was scary. I didn't like that. I don't know if the sound of the game cut out in the recording for you, but it cut out for me. Anyways, don't like that. Let me just quickly check. Yep, both recordings are all right. Okay. Dredd collapsed on air after eating the macaroon given to him by Hollerday. That's the point.
I'm sure, and I'm getting further and further from it.
Well, why don't we do some investigation in that area, Okay. Spooky, the ghost of Dwight Dredd, Dwight Dead, is haunting my my technology right now. All right, Dredd's death. There's a clear discrepancy between the scene we see here and the state of the studio just after the show. It poses the question of why Dredd become physically distressed after he ate the macaroon.
Hi, why would eating a perfectly normal macaroon do that to him when he hadn't touched the tea?
Quite. He hadn't any poison at all, yet everyone around him mistakenly believed he'd died. He pretended to die? So maybe he pretended to die to frame Hollerday for some reason, and then somebody fed him real poison with the tea after the show finished airing. Maybe after Hollerday left. After Hollerday was ushered out, and when they initially believed that Dwight had died. So when she was gone, they set up the scene, and he was like alive. He got back up and he's like, all right, I'm good, we good. Oh my gosh, some relaxing cup of tea. Thank you for offering. You shouldn't have. And then he actually died. Something like that. What the hell, dude?
Almost like you were putting it on and pretended to die or something.
Romeo and Juliet, classic. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Okay. There's actually existing evidence of the scene that supports the idea that he was faking his own death. What the heck? Yes, see if you can find it. What? Evidence that he was faking his own death. Okay. Oh, this is taking a turn that I was not expecting. So, faking his death, the microphone, the request sheet, the macaroons, his wig, his body, the handkerchief. Let's take it. What was this? Well, surprised. It's like, oh, it's just a prank, bro. Like, if they try and check his pocket, it was like, it's just a prank. I pranked you. Question mark?
It's not this hanky, is it?
See what it says? Well, surprised.
By heck! He pretended to die, and he were going to use his hanky to show it were all a big joke.
So he was trying to do it. It's just a prank, bro, but it went horribly wrong? Oh no! Oh my god! That's right. Dredd was trying to play a practical joke on Hollerday and everyone else in the studio. Damn, girl! Alright! So, he made it look like he was in pain as soon as he took a bite of the macaroon. After he pretended to collapse, however, he drank the poisoned tea and really did die.
Once that poison took hold of him, he would have keeled over with a fair wallop, hey? That must be when he dropped the cup and broke it then. And when his wig fell off, eh?
It's an absurd ending to the whole affair, but there's a considerable chance this is what happened.
A considerable chance? It's more like a dead cert if you ask me.
It would greatly narrow down the possible suspects.
Do you know who done it now, Prof? Do you?
I have someone in mind. But before we pick out the culprit, let's just take some time to investigate the death of the tea lady.
Oh, I've been itching to look into this.
Okay, alright. I'm buying what you're selling. I'm into it. I'm going. So, let me fill you in on the tea lady who was found dead. Oh, a nice brewer. Aw. Her name was a nice brewer. She worked... I'm wondering if the fake name is supposed to be pronounced like Anise, but I'm gonna say a nice because that's just what it looks like. She worked at the radio station cafeteria. A tea lady who died in the storeroom. Oh, she was really young. A part-time employee at the radio station cafeteria and a huge fan of DJ DD's captivating voice. She was a huge fan of Dredd, and several people say they remember seeing the pair chatting at times.
Were they involved then?
We have reason to believe that they were, yes, although there's little evidence to actually back that up.
Oh, well, with both of them dead, there's no one can tell us for sure, I suppose.
Now, let's turn our attention to the room where Brewer's body was discovered. It was a storeroom, not a minute's walk from the studio.
Right next to it, were it? Telling.
It seems the storeroom is just that, and staff rarely have to have cause to go inside. It's apparently kept unlocked, though, so anyone can get in there should they want to.
So, Brewer went in there to hide after she took the drinks into the studio?
That seems most probable.
What we need to figure out, then, is what went on in that room.
I've managed to obtain additional statements from all suspects about their movements after Dredd's death. Have a look over them, Lucy.
Will do, Prof.
But we will look over them in the next episode. Okay. There's so much more layers going on in this one. They're throwing me for a loop. Each case is, but in different ways. This one, all right. It's like, to me, it's not entirely clear, you know, who did it. I mean, I still suspect Randall. Like, there's not a lot of evidence to back up why. It's just, you know, as Alfendi says, gotta go with your gut feeling, I guess. But he's just who I'm suspecting so far. So, I don't know. Let's find out. Zaxxas, over and out.